Look at this. Storm the Capitol. Barbie was right once again. Surprise, surprise. They are controlling the weather. And for the record, the only pronouns I recognize are they and them, because that's who's doing everything out here. You know, somebody said it was raining cats and dogs. I said, I believe it. They're probably feeding the people in Springfield. That's what they're doing. And for years, it was raining men. And now I look around out here. I don't see any real men unless I look in the mirror. We got a drought on our hands. You think that was on accident? No. The bottom line is, I'd rather believe all that than acknowledge that there are real problems in our world. Bad stuff just doesn't happen. It's got to be manufactured. I can't comprehend it. Everything's a conspiracy, and I find joy in nothing.
Fellas, we gotta talk. A lot of men seem to think that Donald Trump is some kind of tough guy. He's not. I mean, look at him. He wears more makeup than Dolly Parton. He whines like a baby. The guy's afraid of birds. Donald Trump had his daddy pay a doctor to say his little feet hurt so he could dodge the draft. Look at that gut. Like a garbage bag full of buttermilk. He sells imaginary baseball cards pretending to be a cowboy fireman. Guy's barely strong enough to hold an umbrella. I mean, look how he drinks water. Like a little pink chickadee. He's got jugs, big ones, like Dolly Parton. He cheats at golf. He creeps around beauty pageant dressing rooms. You know that little dance he does? He looks like he's jacking off a pair of giraffes. He's moody, he pouts, he throws tantrums.
No, get those lights off!
He acts like a 5-year-old behind the wheel of a truck. He bends over for Putin. He's cattier on social media than a middle school mean girl. The guy needs help walking downhill. Almost there, Grandma. So this November, let's stop kidding ourselves. Donald Trump is afraid of rain, of dogs, of windmills, Merle Street, and being laughed at.
Isn't it past your jail time?
And mostly, he's terrified that real red-blooded American men will find out that he's a weak, tubby toddler.
Mommy, take me home. Mommy, I want to go home.
What's wrong, tough guy? Does someone grab you by the whiny bitch.
Donald Trump can never be anyone other than who he is. And who is he? I don't know him personally. I don't want to know him personally. And as I said already, I'm definitely no psychiatrist or psychologist or someone with special insight into human nature. But as I also said already, it couldn't be more evident for all to see. Beneath the bravado and the boasting and the bigotry, beneath the unconvincing tough guy act, beneath the laughable pretensions to being a person of class and taste, beneath the tissue paper thin veneer of confidence, Donald Trump is a person who desperately wants to impress other people. Buried under all the narcissism and persecution complexes and self-replicating conspiracy theories, he has enough self-awareness to recognize that he's not impressive to people. At least not to the people he really wants to impress. And I wonder if it gnaws at that raw nerve of insecurity at his heart. Donald, do you ever ask yourself why you're not good enough? Do you ever say to yourself, I'm one of the most famous people in the world, why doesn't that impress them? There's a skyscraper with my name on it that's one of the tallest buildings in New York City. Why doesn't that impress them? I was the President of the United States. Why doesn't that impress them? It's you, Donald. That's why it doesn't impress us, because it's you. It's not where you were born. Nobody cares that you're from Queens, not from Manhattan. Nobody cares that your family wasn't old New York money. It's not what you look like. Plenty of people with worse hair than yours have become revered figures in American history, and maybe even a few with smaller hands. It's nothing to do with your origins or any circumstances you had no control over. It's who you are, who you have chosen to be, while spending the past 78 years trying in vain to fill that hole at the center of you. It doesn't matter how much money you have or how much money you falsely claim to have. It doesn't matter how many buildings bear your name or what the ratings were the last time you were on TV or what the attendance number was at your most recent rally. It doesn't matter that you were the president. And it won't matter even if you're the president again. None of that changes who you are. That insecurity you're constantly fighting against, constantly trying to erase, to prove wrong, that's the most truthful thing about you. Because the truth, whether you ever admit it to yourself or not, is that you are not an impressive person. All that respect you demand from others, you don't deserve it. You'll never get it. Not from the people who actually look at you with clear eyes. We know who you are. Everybody knows. We see you.